Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 20th. It is 6:21 right now. Market's going to open in about 9 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick, then we can get started with our live session for the day. So that's a couple more things over here. I think we're good for the most part. Let me just finish bring this up right here. And looks like we're good. All right, so let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, there we go. All right. Hey, good morning. All right, looks like people are still making their way in. So good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 20th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's going to open in about 7 minutes. I'll let people join the room real quick, and I'll start off by marking up the liquidity on the chart. Looks like we might have another bullish day today, but we'll see how that plays out when the market does open. I'll explain why shortly. The bias is still pointing towards a bullish bias, but we'll see how that plays out as the market does open up for the day. So let me see what we got over here. All right, looks good. That right there for the chart markup on the 1 minute. Let me check news real quick to see what's going on. If there's anything going on today. See if I got anything that I need to look at. So today's Wednesday. There's news here at 7 o'clock, existing home sales, and then crude oil inventories at 7:30. So we have news at 7:30, and then we have the G20 meeting all day today. So let's mark that up on my chart, 7 and 7:30, so that we're aware of those news events. All right, so we got 5 minutes till market open over here. See if I'm missing anything. Looks like we're good. All right, cool. So morning, Kenny, morning, David, morning, Peter, morning, Randy, morning, Nick, morning, Ruin, morning, Maria, morning, Marlon, morning, Solo, morning, Cern, morning, Barack. Who else is here? Morning, Rami, morning, Fahad, morning, Matt, morning, Toddy. Morning, Lisa. Morning, everybody. Morning, David. Looks like everybody's in their way here already. Morning, Kevin. Morning, Kip. Morning, David. Morning, Professor. Morning, Del. Morning, Lily. Morning, Mauricio. Morning, Jez. Morning, Mace. Morning, Maddie. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Rashida. Morning, Alexander. Yeah, no problem. Got you with those questions there. Morning, 17. Morning, Talanji. Morning, everybody. Looks like everybody's on their way in here right here. Morning, Jessica. Yeah, there is a 10-minute running right now. this one, but it's against like the bias, so it's a bit I would consider it a bit of a risky trade, as we're also getting close to the market open. I'm thinking about putting a sell stop right here, so if price does come down near open, I can probably hop into it. However, I do find it, I can only explain to you why I think it's risky, because we have a bullish bias again today, as you guys can see. Retail sentiment is currently 61% short. So a lot of retail traders are on the short side. So it does make it a bit risky to, take sells right now, or just sells in general. Also, the fundamentals here are bullish right now. They're up 120 points. So everything's kind of pointing towards a buy. However, on open, price may spike to the bottom. So that's why I'm kind of, possibly maybe looking to hop into it as price comes back down. I think the stop loss might be too close, though. It might need to be about 500 pips because we are entering New York session, so volatility can be very high. If anything, if I do enter this trade, I'll set a sell stop right there. Maybe try to get in for a quick 100 pips. Nothing crazy, just a quick 100 pips. But as I mentioned, it is going to be a bit of a risky move. Market's going to open in about 3 minutes, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get a spike to the downside and a spike to the upside. But who knows? We'll see what happens shortly. Let's see. Yeah, Kip also said that it's risky because there's a 10-minute snipe that is in the direction of the bias. So possibly. But anyways, market's gonna open shortly, guys, in the next 2 minutes. So we'll see what happens there. Let me just mark up the clean chart real quick before we market opens. So see you morning, Andreas. Let's mark this up real quick because the market's gonna open. Shortly, about 2 minutes. All right, we got a minute till market open. All right, looks good. About 40 seconds. We got news at 7. News at 7:30. We got big price right here. All right, so market is opening in about 15 seconds, guys. Let's see where this ends up going right here. All right, so let's see. There goes price pushes up right there. This is the opening candle right here. So again, right here, guys, with the this may be the breakout. However, the thing that you guys want to keep in mind with this breakout here is the fact that that's such a big candle, right? And you got to make sure that there's not a huge wick on the top side. If this does close, and technically, yes, this could be the breakout, but I don't know if it'll close. It looks like it's going to come back down. So, all right, so let's see how this candle here closes. There's going to be a big wick there, so obviously no breakout off this. So nothing off that. We'll look for the next candle here. We're obviously looking for some buys here if we can find something, but for the most part, there's nothing available right now specifically. Just got to give it some time. We got about 30 seconds left on this candle right here. Everything's still very bullish. Looking over here at retail sentiment, it's still the same, about 60% short. Looking over at the fundamentals right now, they're currently up 250 points. This right here might be the breakout. It's a huge candle though, guys. So you guys might want to be a bit careful with this here if you guys do decide to take it. So there goes a breakout right there. I'm in it already. Let's see. Damn it, I forgot to change my TP. So I'm in it already, but I forgot to change my TP to 100 pips. I was actually, it's set at like 500 pips. I was in profit about 3,000 and then it pulled down because I got this full move right here and it pulled down. I might just hold on to move my stop loss in profit. Let's see. It's kind of a choppy move like it was yesterday. There goes, it pushes up a little higher. Set the alert right there. Bounce it around. See where it's at. All right, so I'm holding it. I'm gonna move my stop loss in profit. I'm holding it longer than I normally do. I'm in profit about 2,000 right now, 200 pips. This thing's too choppy though. I'm just worried if I should just pull it out. I'm in profit about 3,000 right now. See if I want to pull it or not. I have it set to 500 pips, so the full TP. I'm gonna watch it and see if it. So I don't want to be a dumbass right now because I could have double dipped into this, but it's all good. I'm in profit 3,000, 4,000. Let it push up a little more. I'm just gonna drag the stop loss a little higher. So probably, okay. That's okay. So I only locked in 1,670, 1,006, yeah. So the thing with this is I automatically opened my my DOM. Fuck, I don't want to hit TP2. Whatever, it's all good. Should just let it run. So I only locked in 1,670 off that. I was in profit 3,000. I kept moving my stop loss up in profit. I don't know what happened with my DOM. I closed it, I reopened it. It was like default set at 500, the default 5,000 pips. So, or yeah, 500 pips. So when I set it, my TP was too far out, so I couldn't just pull out at 1,000 profit. I was already in profit at like 3,000 on open. And then I moved my stop loss too close, ended up triggering it. Due to slippage, it got kicked out at 1,670, and then it pulled me out. So it's all good. 19 said Swelly looking like, yeah, boy. I'm not looking at the camera, I'm not sure. It looks like Swelly's looking happy right now. Probably caught that whole move. Yeah, I was man, I should have just pulled out, but it's okay. Or I should have just left the stop loss where it was, because I did have the stop loss in profit. It was my my mistake because I ended up moving it too quickly. I just got nervous. You know, everyone gets nervous when you trade. It doesn't matter how long you've been trading for. but it's better that you were safer than not. So there goes your horn, Steven. Looks like Steven locked in his profit goal. Let me just mark up the trade right here from breakout so that you guys know that it's done. All right, guys, so that's good right there. Hopefully some of you guys or most of you guys did lock in profit. I know that thing came in super quick, but if you guys were listening to the analysis from earlier, we were looking for that breakout right there. That was exactly what we were looking for. You know, bias was bullish. I just entered right away. As soon as the candle closed, I just entered because everything was lining up and it just played out perfectly. So other than that, I think that's it right now. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else for us to look at here. That was a breakout full TP. So you guys did good on that. What else do I need to look at here? I'm looking for another entry at some point. But anyways, let me scroll up real quick, see if I missed anything. I just want to make sure I didn't see anything up top. Hey, Stephen, morning. Nice. DeAndre said just pass one of my future challenges. Nice work, DeAndre. Just got to keep it going. Keep sacking out those, sacking up those accounts. I know Charles said always hits right after you pull. I know, right? Some BS, but it's all good. Rami said held it all the way. This is good heart training, right? Marisa said my heart rate was at 220, made 3K. Nice work. B said didn't enter because I thought the wick on top was too big. So here's the thing that you guys got to look at, guys. When you guys are confirming the wick, you got to confirm it with the body. It doesn't matter how big the wick is, like in comparison to just the wick. But if you compare it to the body, like the wick right here is, let me show you the difference. It's like 1500 pips, right? Not very much. You compare it to the body. So you're comparing the wick to the body, not the bottom side, but just the entire body. The wick was 1,500 or 150 pips. The actual body is like 7 times that. It's almost 700 pips, right? So that's how you guys would measure it, whether the wick is too big or not, because you kind of want to see that imbalance. Like if price keeps pushing up, then it's good. If the body's like the same size, like say for example, the body was only like this big, right? Then yeah, this wick's going to be huge. Or even if it's like this big, the body's getting the wick's going to be huge. But if the body's this big, like 3 times or 7 times the size of the wick, then that's where you would consider it proportional, right? Just an FYI if you guys are curious, because I know it is a bit tricky when identifying, because I do tell you guys it's very subjective. Some people will say it's not strong. Some people say it is. It just really depends on how you identify it. But I think that's the easiest way to look at it. Steven has been asking about this. He said momentum and candle were different color. So I would normally not take it, but he still took it. So he took it, and this is what I was just telling you earlier, Steven, because Steven was telling me, hey, Sean, should I take these trades? And I told him, I never look at that. I just look at momentum. So the thing is, it's up to your personal preference if you want to take it or not. It doesn't really sway the way that I look at the entry. So hopefully that helps, Steven, with the understanding as to, how I take trades and how however I look at them. Because I don't look at that at all. Not for this specific strategy. For other strategies, yes, but not for this one, because we're not entering directly off the momentum. Yeah, Kip said, I'm gonna give some advice from the K2 Bible. Trust the strategy, full TP. Exactly. Yeah, Kip said, but I also took a stop loss in profit and didn't hit full TP. I know, I wish I did. Victor said, hey, bro, the move happened too fast. My copier didn't get. Is that normal? You have to change your slippage settings to 5 million. You probably have it set to 5. So if there's any differential between like 5 pips, it's not going to take your trade. But if you set it to 5 million, it'll always take your trade. You might get a bit of a difference between price on your accounts, but it's like a split second. So that's how you will, you'll be able to take pretty much every trade. Other than that, let me just post up the, if you guys want to post up your profits, feel free. I'll go and take a look at those shortly. Looks like you guys already did. So Take a look at that. Let me scroll down real quick. Mauricio said no cardio needed today. Talanji said another FTMO challenge passed in 10 minutes. I love this game. 8 minutes. All-time high by June, maybe. Yeah, no, definitely Talanji. iPhone said there is a daily order block above about 212 points. I suspect market will go there. Yeah, no. Well, I don't know if it already hit it. I saw your message was at 640. Looks like price is coming back down now. So other than that, well, this again right here would technically be a V3 for the 10-minute. It's not one that I would recommend taking because the bias is still bullish. So I'll just wait for it to swing back up. All right, Steve, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, David. I know it's a bit of a confusing one for people. Matthew said, I thought this would have been a good one and held it to full because I thought about what you said yesterday. The opening candle already retraced and it confirmed. And exactly, that's what I did too, Matthew. So I took my own advice from yesterday because I did explain that to you guys yesterday. I totally forgot about identifying that. But yeah, the big push already happened prior right here, or right here actually on open. And then this one right here, you know, it was already done with the retracement. So I actually did the same thing, Matthew. I usually don't enter right on open, but when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm taking it. And it worked out perfect. So if you guys missed the mentoring session yesterday, I cover this in detail, explain when price does retrace and when it doesn't. So I took that out of my own playbook and then I entered it on open and I pretty much wrote it up to, you know, wherever I needed to write to. So if you guys missed the mentoring session from yesterday, I do recommend you go and watch it. We covered everything in there, like literally everything, all the V3 strategies, all the K2 indicators. It was a long session. I was on the mentoring session for about 2 hours, just answering question after question. So if you guys want to see that, just go on the YouTube channel. I think I could pull it up here. Yeah, you could go on the YouTube channel and then just, this is the K2 YouTube channel. Go to videos and then you go to the first green one. So this green one right here, it says K2 live mentoring from yesterday. If you watch this, it went on for about 2.5 hours. I answered questions for literally that entire time. And we covered every indicator, most of the strategies and all the variations, basically all the stuff we're doing on the live now. So that'd be really beneficial for a lot of you guys if you guys haven't really grasped, you know, the concepts fully. Other than that, hey, Natasha. Welcome. Yeah, and I saw you signed up recently. So welcome to K2. Maybe watch the mentoring session and the other videos too, if you haven't like really gotten everything down. We have a weekly mentoring session every week. So if you weren't able to make yesterday's, you know, we'll have another one next week. Other than that, let's see. Rickson is back to open strategy. Let me go ahead and just mark that up right here real quick. If you guys aren't familiar with Rick's back to open strategy, he basically rides price literally back to open. And there's the open right there. I'm not looking to take any sells though. It's I think it's just too risky for me right now. I just don't want to go against the bias. Let me check the heat map real quick, see where this is at. Heat map is currently, man, this thing takes forever to load the first time of the day. There he goes, it's back to open. Let's see if price rejects off it. One of two things will happen at this point. Price will either reject off and correct back to the upside, or it'll break below and continue dropping. So just use that as a marker for you guys to identify where price is likely to, you know, maybe go. Here we go with the heat map. All right, so as you guys can see here, the heat map is very, very green. So not really looking to take any sells right now, at least not long term. Price is obviously correcting back to the downside, but overall, the fundamentals are very bullish right now. So although price is dropping right now, I don't think this will drop for an extended period. I think it'll come back up. Right there. All right, Rashida, we'll see you tomorrow. Marlon said 3 hours. You were on for 3 hours. Yeah, I was on for a long time. Hey, Jennifer, how's it going? Hopefully you're recovering well. Jennifer said had surgery yesterday, trading from the hospital room. LOL, no days off. Done for the day. Thanks for everything, Sean. Definitely, Jennifer. Hopefully you have a swift recovery. We'll see you back in this trading room soon. But yeah, you should probably get some rest. Um, yeah, that's commitment right there. Right out of surgery, right into the live trading room. Anything else over here? Nice. Rick's up 5K. Swelly said, I love the Dom, makes everything so easy. Thanks for explaining it, Sean. That was probably you're so hyped earlier, huh? Swelly, you took the Dom and you just let it run to TP. I saw the cameras. You when they called you out, I pulled up the cameras. You're pretty hyped. Other than that, see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. Professor said it did come back to open. Didn't see a valid entry. Yeah, I didn't see an entry either, Professor, so I didn't take it myself. Nice. iPhone said, thanks, bro. First day back, $700. Nice. Oh, yeah, it's Stanley right there. Nice work, Stanley. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. Yeah, the V3 sell is coming. Well, I mean, it's coming up here on the 10, but I'm not looking to take any sells, guys. I think the sells are still too risky. Main reason is because retail sentiment is super short. So the thing is, you don't want to bandwagon onto these sells here. This means that there is 63% of retail traders on the short side. I see a lot of these people getting stopped out. People over here are chasing this sell right here. And you can see this fake out, right? Huge fake out right here. Price is coming right back up. So I wouldn't, I mean, I personally wouldn't mess with it. I know there's liquidity right here, but like, imagine if you were chasing the sell right here and then it spiked right back up. That's a huge drawdown. It's like almost 500 pip drawdown. So I'd be careful with taking any sells. Anything else for me? Let's see. Nice. Victor said 5K on one day. Yeah, I'm quitting the army today. Yeah, no, I mean, I showed you guys how to use that DOM, and I think the DOM has been a game changer for a lot of people because a lot of people they get too greedy to hold on to positions and they don't adjust their stop loss and stuff like that. So if you guys have the DOM, you can easily just lock in profits by taking the trade and letting it do what it needs to do. So nice work, guys. Glad to see a lot of you guys here killing it. I'll pull up the profit right now shortly. I'll do that right now actually because there's no entries for us to take at the moment. Marlon said my heart dropped today. She let it hit TP, but it was bouncing around so much. So good thing that you actually let it run. Marlon over here locked in a total of 1,560. Nice work, Marlon. So this is a consistency I've been telling you guys about, right? Like, so Marlon here made 1,500 today. She lets it run to full TP. Yesterday she locked in 490. Her other account she locked in 1,300. The day before that, locked in 1,600, all wins, right? No losses. The day before that, the other account, 1,035. And every day Marlon's been on point, right? She just lets her trades run at TP. She's been locked in almost like 1,500, like over 1,000 every single day. From April 11th, all wins. 12th, all wins. 14th, all wins, right? Every single day, all wins, guys. This is all the consistency that you guys need to find when you guys are trading. It's really all about just being consistent with your trades and not taking like random trades, right? Look for a proper entry, enter it, set your DOM so that you don't have to worry about setting TP stop loss, and you're pretty much set. This is the consistency that I try to get for you guys. I don't want you guys to have like one win, two losses, two wins, two losses, right? I want you guys to have all wins, literally all wins, because it adds up at the end of the week. Other than that, let's see Jamie over here. Nice work, Jamie. Jamie locked in a total of 502. Great work, Jamie. Nick over here locked in a total of 427. This is all from the breakout earlier that we took. So great work right there, Nick. And then Anelli over here locked in a total of 10,946. Wow, all wins right here. Looks like a fresh new account too. Looks like he took the breakout right there and he moved his stop loss and profit, just kept sliding it up and up. He locked in a total of 6,160 off the breakout. So nice work, guys. Other than that, there's a couple other people here who locked in some profit. We got Dre over here. Dre locked in a total of, it's kind of hard to see, looks like close to 1,000 right there with all your trades combined. So nice work, Dre. He said he passed one of my future challenges. 2 more to go. Nice work. Try to keep it up. Consistency there. Matthew over here, he took it a full TP, locked in 2,112. Nice work, Matthew. Stanley over here locked in a total of 695. And it looks like he used a DOM, right? That's what I was telling you about. So he let it run to TP. No stress. Just let that trade run. Other than that, Scotty over here too, locked in a total of 1,249. Nice work, Scotty. Dell over here locked in a total of 436. Great work, Dell. So guys, check out the chart right here. This is why I was telling you guys not to take any sells, right? Look how it faked people out. Bounced off liquidity and went all the way back up. So if you took a trade right here for a sell, it means a massive drawdown, about 500 pips. So just keep that in mind, guys. You want to have a bias in the market. I know price is tempting to enter these sells here, but the last thing you want to do is get caught in the reversal, because we do expect price to come right back up. It's just, it's too risky to take any sells right now. Just wait for buys. There's no buys that are available at the moment. If I see anything, I'll let you guys know. But currently right now, I don't see anything here for a buy. All right, back to the profits. We got a lot of profits here to look at. Harry over here locked in a total of 1,229 for the day off the breakout. Nice work, Harry. Nick over here, 427. We looked at that earlier. John over here locked in a total of about 4,000 for the day. He took the breakout here, moved to stop loss and profit. Looks like you were using a trailing stop. So it's pretty solid, but he locked in three different entries here. So great work, John. Dave over here locked in a total of 2,301. Man, Dave, you got capped at that at the lot size. So imagine if you're using like a full lot size. This would be like double. So this would be like 1,200, and this would be like ×3 or ×4 actually. If you only took a 5 lot, if you took a what we normally take on a 200K, I think your profit here would be closer to like 5,000. So nice work, Dave. I know we talked about the lot size cap on your funding company. So hopefully on your next one, you'll be doing a lot more. Dell over here locked in a total of 678. Nice work, Dell. Rick over here locked in a total of 6,837. Great work, Rick. Rick locked in the breakout, and he also locked in his back to open right here. Huge profit, 6,287 off that. David said they slowing my race to greatness. No, they really are. Albert over here locked in a total of 1,744. Nice work, Albert. Delegan over here locked in another profit, total 1,424. And you guys are on fire today. I mean, it's been like this every day for the past couple of weeks now. Patrick said, first trade ever on US30, hit my weekly salary. So he locked in a total of 2,270 off just that one trade right there, the breakout. Nice work, Patrick. This is what Steven does. So you guys know Steven in the group. All he does is take the breakout. Literally, he takes this and he goes on with his day. I'll show you his profits right here shortly. But great work, Patrick. His first trade on US30. It's an amazing way to kick off your US30 journey. Alexander over here as well, locked in a total of 1,229 off the breakout right there. Looks like you let it run to TP, so great work. Looks like you were going to try to take that sell stop with me. Good thing it didn't trigger, but everything else solid. So nice work, Alexander. And then Slava over here, good to see you back in the group. I haven't seen you in a while. Locked in a total of 1,120 off those trades right there. Great work, Slava. Other than that, I think there's a couple other ones here. Maria over here currently up 244. Nice work, Maria. Dell over here currently up 1,600. He took the Rick back to open strategy. So that's solid. Maddie over here locked in a total of 552 off this account. Yeah, he said green strip, move my TP closer for the 3 lot. So nice move right there, Maddie. And then his other account over here as well, locked in a total of 702. Andreas over here, or Sean's over here too. Nice work, Sean. Sean's halfway done with his verification, 50K account. He made a total of 1,155 for the day. Nice work, Sean. Keep it up. Almost there to get your funded account. And Andreas over here locked in a total of 1,034. Great work, Andreas. And everyone's doing so good today. All right, so price is just ranging around this area right here. I'm gonna go and clean this up a little bit. Just to help you guys identify what price is doing. As you guys can see, price is now just ranging. I wouldn't recommend entering any sells right here or any buys at all either. Because when price ranges like this, it's going to prepare for a breakout. One thing that you guys want to keep in mind is that we have news coming up right here at 6:56. So just be patient and wait for the move to present itself. Right now, we don't have a confirmation, but I do think price is going to push to the upside. The reason for that is because I'm looking over here at retail sentiment. It's still at 62% short. So these are all the retail traders in the market. We want to do the opposite of them. Looking over here at the fundamentals are currently up 158 points. So it's 176 points. So it's still very bullish. Looking over here at the heat map, I'll just refresh this real quick. Looking over here at the heat map, everything is green, right? Like literally everything is green. There's a couple of things here that are red. Salesforce, Bank of America, or Boeing actually, Disney, and Travelers. So majority of the stocks here are green. So I do think price is going to push back up. I think this drop right now is just temporary. I don't think it's going to push down for too long. I think they're just trying to lure people into these sells here. The thing with a lot of traders is that they don't know how to look at these things that we're looking at, right? You see a lot of people who just look at the charts. They think price is trending down, so they want to enter sells. However, there's a bigger picture to it. This is a smaller picture, but the bigger picture is looking at sentiment, looking over at fundamentals, and looking at like how the actual US30 market is moving. Because this is the market as a whole. There's no reason for it to be dropping, right? Everything here is green. There's just no reason for it to drop like that. The drop is all manipulated, right? It's going to lure in sellers. And then when there's a bunch of sellers here, they're going to spike price up and stop everybody out. So just be patient, guys. If you guys want to take sells, it's really on you. You guys can do whatever you guys want. But from my experience, I think it's a bad idea to take a sell right now. I know there's a lot of liquidity sitting down here. So this, I mean, I do see this has to be hit at some point, but, you know, I'm not going to take that gamble. I want to take a trade that I'm like 100% sure is going to hit, which is going to be for a buy whenever it does come up. I do see that there's a V3 setting up right here, but this is not one that I would take because price is ranging, just like I mentioned before. I'm not going to take any trades within this area here. And there's news coming up shortly too. Nice. Lila said she locked in 1,886 and 14 cents. Don't know how to place a screenshot in the chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, Lila, you can just post it in the Telegram. So if you want to post it in the Telegram, you can post it like in any of the groups, or if you want to post it in the Zoom, you can do that too. Just click on the little paper button. So if you look at the chat, there's a paper button next to a smiley face, and you can post it there if you want, or you can post in the chat. It's really up to you, wherever you want to share it. So just be careful, guys. I don't recommend taking any trades right now. News is coming up in about 1 minute. Right here at this red line. So I'm going to hold off on that for right now. Yeah, thanks, Randy. Thanks, guys. There's some medium news coming up shortly. Talani said wacky Wednesday time. Yeah, no, definitely. Let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Victor said, yeah, so this is correct, Victor. Yep, looks good. Anything else over here that I'm missing? Joshua said, just shy of 1%. It's all good. Had to trade on my phone because MT4 froze on my desktop. See you tomorrow. Definitely, Joshua. Joshua locked in a total of 402 for the day. So solid. That's profit. Oh, and here's Steven. So this is the Steven that I was referring to earlier, guys. So Steven in the group, he locked in 1,045. He just takes one trade a day, just to break out. That's literally all he takes. So here's Steven's profit for today. He locked in 1,045. This is from this morning. On April 19th, yesterday, he locked in 1,182. On April 17th, he locked in a total of 1,055. The day before that, he locked in a total of 1,140. The day before that, he locked in 1,075. He just takes one trade a day, guys. Literally one trade a day. The day before that, 1,500. The day before that, he locked in 1,360. Right? So he's doing amazing. he sent me this video. I just remembered. He was like, hey, this because he was watching this video of how like chimps are like learning how to do math and stuff. And he was like, hey, do you think they can learn the breakout strategy? And I was like, I mean, if you're learning it, Steve, I'm pretty sure he can learn it too. Like, no shade to Steven, but I was like, bro, you can learn it. I'm pretty sure they could probably learn the breakout strategy too. But you guys know Steven. Steven's a funny guy. He's a really funny guy. So he sent me that video. I don't know if he was being serious or not, but I was like, I'm pretty sure they can learn the breakout strategy. It's just like 2 requirements on open. But yeah, no, you guys know, most of you guys here do know Steven, because before people used to think he was a troll because he'd ask a lot of questions, but realistically, he was just really trying to learn. So Steven went from being like a horrible trader to a really consistent trader, because I kind of taught him how to just take 1 trade a day and to call it a day. So that's all he does. Takes 1 trade a day, locks in about 1,000 a day, and then he goes on with his day and does his normal job. So yeah, you know, it just shows, guys, that if you guys, it doesn't matter. A lot of people use time as an excuse, like, oh, I can't trade because I have work. Steven has work too. He trades 1 trade in the morning, and he goes to work, and he makes more from trading than he does at his job. So he's probably going to quit soon. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else that we're looking at here. Price is back into the range. News just passed right here. I'm going to mark up news price, which is right there. But price is just back into this range. So since it's in this range right here, we don't really have any opportunity to take anything at the movement per se. So we got to just wait a little bit for something to present itself, preferably a buy, and then we will we'll go from there. All right, so I'm just gonna mark up news price. If you guys know why I'm doing that, news price becomes an area of manipulation, right? It becomes similar to the opening price. So when price comes down to that point, price will tend to act kind of funky. So I don't trade around sessions. I don't trade around opening price. I don't trade around news price. Main things and main areas that I don't trade at. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for right now. So here goes. Price starts to move around here. Let's go back to the 10-minute. So as I mentioned earlier, guys, I'm not looking to take any sells right now. I'm looking to take buys. So nothing right here off the 10-minute. Nothing off the 5-minute. Nothing off of 3, and nothing off the 1 at the moment. Price is pushing up right here, but there's no entries that are available right now. There's no V1s, V2s. There was technically a double body right here, V1, but it's too risky. It was too risky to take because it was right at news price. So I wouldn't have taken one. Nice, Maddie actually took it. So nice work, Maddie. And it hit full TP right there. If you guys are not familiar with that, as I mentioned, go back and watch the mentoring session from yesterday, guys. If you guys are like a bit confused or lost as to what the V1 is, this right here, you're looking for either a double wick or a double body. There was a double body right there with the pending buy signal. So if you took that there, this would have been a full TP straight up, you know, with no issue. So if you guys saw that, great. If not, it's all good. You just need to work on the strategies here to identify these entries. I totally missed it. I should have taken it, but I also wouldn't have, because it's right at the news price. So areas that I don't trade at, guys, I don't trade at opening price. I don't trade at news price. I don't trade at the sessions. As you guys can see here. So you guys can see how price kind of was moving up, and then it just consolidated around this whole area right here, because it was right at the sessions, right? You get a lot of manipulation right there. So key areas where I don't trade at: news price, sessions, and opening price. But as you can see, price is now pushing back up, right? So everything that I kind of analyzed from earlier today, if you guys remember, I said don't take any sells because price is going to push back up. Price pushed back up. How do we know this? We knew this because we looked at all of the corners of the market, right? We looked at retail sentiment. This said to look for buys, right? Because it showed that retail traders are on the sell side. You want to do the opposite of everybody because everyone else sucks at trading, right? Majority of people will fail at trading because everyone does the same thing. We do the opposite. That's why we continue to win almost every trade. Looking over here at the fundamentals over here are currently at 192 points in the green. So we're definitely looking for buys here. So looking at those two right there already tell you to take buys. Looking over here at the heat map, everything's green. So there's no reason to look for sells. And we already anticipated this to happen. So back to what I was saying earlier, not the fact that everyone sucks at trading. It's just that you don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I mean, if you look at the stats, majority of people do not do well at trading, right? I think there's like a 90% of traders, or more than 90% of traders, fail at trading, and they're all doing the same thing, right? They're running the same strategies. They're all trading the same direction. That's what makes K2 a bit different, because we do the complete opposite. If everyone's selling, we're going to look for buys. If everyone's buying, we're looking for sells. That gives us the broader scope of where our bias will be. Once we have that, we tie that in with fundamentals. A lot of people don't use fundamentals. I don't know anyone that uses a heat map for US30. We're like one of the only people that use a heat map. Thanks to CT for bringing this up for us. And then at the end, once we tie all that together, then we use technicals. Majority of people only use technicals, right? That's like the big red flag there, because they have no bias. They're kind of just trading wherever the technicals are pointing to. But one thing that you guys want to keep in mind is that the technicals are lagging, right? Like this stuff is all delayed. Everything is going to move based off the fundamentals here, but the technicals here, this movement here will fake you out. Like, for example, this drop happened right here, but we already knew price was going to swing back up because we looked at the overall picture, and price did swing back up right here. So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. And it's just a bit of an insight how we trade here at K2. Other than that, let's see. Yeah, Barack said, truth be told, I heard about retail sentiments here as a confluence, not anywhere else. Yeah, no, definitely. And, I'm sharing this information with you guys. Been trading like this for years now. And I know the K2 group is kind of small compared to other groups, but I'd rather keep it that way, right? Because I make most of my profits from trading anyway. So it's better to just keep it exclusive. That's why we don't openly, I don't openly advertise K2 to random people anymore. If people want to join K2, they have to be a friend of a friend or someone mutual. I'm not here telling random people to join K2 because we're doing just fine as we are. I want like pretty much everybody here to be successful at trading. So, if everyone starts to trade the same way we do, it's not going to work anymore. But I always find a way to win at the market regardless of the market conditions. Mauricio said, couldn't sleep last night, traded Asia, big mistake, shot 4K, made it all back on K2 this morning. Thanks, Sean. Definitely, Mauricio. Anything else that I'm missing here? Yeah, no, exactly, Maddie. Yeah, Solange said, I never seen a team or YouTuber like this. Just a bunch of naked price action, fib, and divergence, which institutions manipulate the most. Yeah, that's why I don't use the fib. I don't use divergence. I don't use any of the indicators that people use. I use only my own because I'm looking for certain things in the market. I'm not trying to do what everybody else is doing. All right, so if there's anything else here, let me see if there's any other entries. I don't see anything here for us to take. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll keep looking for trades here, but it just doesn't look like there's anything that's coming up at the moment. Price is still ranging within this area. The range just got a bit tighter. So price was ranging, right here. The range just got a bit tighter right here. So just prepare for a breakout to the upside or to the downside. My guess is that it's going to break out to the upside. And there's another double body right here, but it was at opening price, Maddie. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's in the zone. Yeah, it was right at opening price too, so that's why I wouldn't want to take it. Once price pushes outside of here, then I'll start looking for any possible entries that we could slip into, because these moves happen too fast. If you guys enter too late, you could be, just a few pips away from getting caught in the trade. So it is a little risky. Oh, nice. Yeah, iPhone said, I read Trading in the Zone and think about you. One day I'll think about myself too. Yeah, no, definitely. That's really what it is, guys. It's like, it's all trade psychology. Um, if you guys already have a game plan set with your trades, it's all trade psychology after that. So like if you guys can get out of your own head and just trade, then it opens up a lot of opportunity. I think that's why a lot of you guys like sitting on these live sessions, because you guys just like listening to my analysis. And a lot of you guys just take trades based off the analysis. It's not even off the trades that I'm taking. It's just off how I'm analyzing the market, how you guys can hop into these trades here using your own analysis as well. Let's see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. I think that's it for right now. Let me see if there's anything else that comes up. So thanks, Maddie, for confirming. We're looking for a pending signal here as well. So right here, I kind of want this to close with a sell signal. It doesn't matter if it's valid or invalid. I just want it to close so that we can have a pending buy signal to push to the upside. But as you guys can see right here, price is still ranging. And we're looking for that to break outside of it. Yeah, triple confluence would be nice too, Maddie. I'll be looking for that too. Yeah, so if you guys see any entries, feel free to call them out. I can analyze them as we see. Because Maddie over here, he's looking for either a V3, but we need a pending buy signal, or not a V3, any type of variation, but we need a pending buy signal. There's no buy signal right now because we already have one here. Or a triple confluence. There's actually a high-low entry that could close right here too. If price closes above this line without touching it, this could be a high-low entry as well. So there's a high-low entry right there. Let's see if I can enter it. Here, let's see if I can put a buy stop right there. The entry for that's going to be, no, it's just too risky of a move. I think there's a lot of manipulation going on around the market. Let me see if we put a buy stop right there to catch. I'm not in the trade yet. I'm going to see if I can catch it as it swings back up. The only problem is that it's bouncing off the opening price right here. You're going to get that a lot. You're going to see. This is why I try to avoid trades around opening price, because you get this manipulation, right, where price kind of bounces around. Let's see if I get this set up over here. So I was kind of waiting for it to push outside of it. Let's see. Yeah, these are the areas where it's kind of risky, because was what I was mentioning about earlier. So areas, you guys can see it easier if you look at the horizontal lines. Basically, the lines going left to right. These are areas to, possibly avoid if you guys do decide to take any trades around these areas, because you get a lot of manipulation here. Price will either go up or it'll go down once it reaches those points. Not just bouncing off it, but even candles that break through it, right? You're going to see some possible manipulation of opening price, news price. Opening price is going to be blue. News price is going to be pink. The dotted lines like below here that are green, red, and purple, those are going to be the previous session high lows. So those are areas where we want to be very careful with entering, specific trades and whatnot. So the What happened here? Oh, man, crap. Yeah, the TP did hit right there. Let's see where this thing is at. My MT4 is frozen. Crap, I had to pull out of it. It didn't pull me out. I don't know what was going on. I was in that trade, guys. So the buy stop that I put right there triggered and it hit. But it didn't pull me out. So I had to go take a double take out my chart. It didn't pull me out. Man, MT4 is tripping. Let me check my profits. So I did set that buy stop that I was telling you guys about right here. When price pushed up right here, it filled it and I was in the position and it went straight to TP, but it didn't close me out. So I had to manually exit it because my MT4 is frozen. Okay. It did take the trade, but it didn't take me out at TP. It only took me out at half TP, which it's all right. Kind of whack, but it's all right. It's better than being stuck in the trade. So yeah, it's just a bummer because I'm like, man, I hate how MT4 does it. It's just it could have been the spread too. I don't know. It could have been a lot of things why it didn't pull me out, but whatever. I only made 550 off that trade. I was supposed to make 1,000, but I'll just take a screenshot of this so that you guys know that it's out. And this is what I was just referring to earlier, right? I'm looking for entries here for a buy because our bias is for a buy. Not looking for any sells, just being patient, waiting for price to swing back up because this is where the overall push is going to be. I don't feel nervous taking trades like this because I know price is going to push up. It's just a matter of time. So you go with this right here. This is the I mean, I haven't posted a high-low scalp profit in a while. Scalp strategy. All right, solid. So it looks like a lot of you guys here actually took it. So Harry over here took it as well, locking a total of 1,744. Nice work, Harry. Marie over here took it as well, locking a total of 276 off that one trade, total of 509 for the day. Great work, Maria. Dell over here locked in a total of 1,812. Nice work, Dell. Brock over here locked in a total of 1,243. Nice work, Brock. And Dell again right here. He said he's really done now. He locked in a total of 2,085. Amazing work right there, Dell. Slava said, I'm always here, LOL, but the kid is hard to communicate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're out there jumping in frozen lakes too, right? I don't know if you guys remember that video of Slava jumping into frozen lakes over there outside his home. That's crazy. I don't know how you guys do that. Back to the charts over here. There's nothing else to take at the moment, but as you guys can see, price is doing exactly what we anticipated, right? We're not a sucker. We're not going to fall for any sells here. We're going to take buys, and price pushed exactly right back up. So I wouldn't be surprised if price pushes right back to here, right? To fill the correction, right? Because price came down right here. It basically lured in all these sellers, all the suckers who got sucked in right here, got screwed over because it consolidated and it came right back up to where we were anticipating. So we'll see where this goes from here. Other than that, B said, do you think it could retest opening before doing that? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't bet on it because the overall bias is still very bullish. So even if it was to retest it, I wouldn't take any sells. Looking over here at the retail sentiment, still 62% short. Looking over here at the fundamentals are currently up 269 points. It's a lot of green right there. The heat map over here is very green as well, so I don't really see it coming down at all. It could come down, don't get me wrong. Manipulation happens all the time. I know Apple is slightly red, but it's nothing. It's less than a point. So Apple is slightly red. Other than that, everything here is very green. So I don't really see anything coming down. Not heavily, possibly to some extent, but not heavily. So yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see that happening. But who knows? It might come back for the retest. The only reason I also don't think it's going to retest too is because it already retested right here. This red candle. Price broke above, retested, and then shot up higher. So just food for thought if you guys want to analyze that yourself to see if you think it might come down. But personally, I don't think it'll come down that. Or let's measure it first. Actually, it could come down. It's not that far. I thought it was like 1,000 pips like above. It's only off by like 500 pips. So realistically, it's not that far of a push. Yeah, no, exactly. B said I wouldn't mind entering a speculative buy for retest opening price. I wouldn't mind either, because I think it's going to keep pushing up. So that's a smart move there. I thought you were trying to take it for a sell to write it back down, pull a Rick real quick, back to open part 2. Like if you were to do that, I wouldn't recommend doing that. But if you're taking the buy, then yeah, I would do that, because the overall is back to open 2. Yeah, I know. I would take the buy, not the sell. So other than that, Rick said, love when I'm in a trade and Sean confirms it a minute later, helps me build my confidence. Yeah, no, exactly, Rick. Everybody here has an ability to trade. I'm not the only person here that can trade, right? You guys can still trade, but if my analysis lines up with yours, it, odds of it hitting are very likely. Other than that, let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Mauricio said on CNBC, Apple is green, but red on the heat map. Yeah, I think it's a bit delayed. I don't know which one's delayed. It's probably the heat map, but one of them is delayed because that happened yesterday too when we were looking at it. Yeah, no, exactly, Maddie. I agree with you too. Yeah, a lot of retail traders got burnt, because of the fake outs right here. But it happens. It's just, it's just about being smart about these moves here. It's retracing a bit. It looks like they might try to trap a bit more sellers. So like, for example, right here, as price comes down, they might try to trap some sellers. And then here's the thing, like, how we have this line drawn up right here? A lot of people don't have this on the chart because they don't pay attention to certain things that we do. Like, for example, they don't have everything right here marked up, right? For us, we know where the bounce might happen because we already drew it up. A lot of people don't have that on their chart. They're kind of just playing it by ear. Because there's no other indicators that plot these. Like the sessions indicator, I created this myself. High-low indicator, created that myself. Momentum indicator, I created all of these indicators myself. So I created them to look for what I'm specifically looking for. It doesn't really matter to me that people aren't looking for these points, which is actually a good thing. Because the less that people know about this stuff, the better. Because nobody can outsmart our strategy if we just keep outsmarting everyone else. But yeah, other than that, let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. I think that's it right now. So just keep in mind, guys, we do have news at 7:30, which is in the next 5 minutes. So when the news does come around, we might see a spike in price, in whatever direction. And then when we get news price right there, we're going to mark that up as well. Because news price was over here. And you guys can see how price respects news price, right? Price came above it right here and it never came back below it. Same with the open price right here. Price came above it and then it just started respecting it after. See if there's anything else over here. Let's see what else I'm missing over here. Maddie sent in his profits, locked in a total of 939 off this account. Nice work, Maddie. Yeah, that's weird. That's not showing up on yours. So he made 939 off this account, and then his second account, he locked in 990. So nice work, Maddie. Cross those accounts right there. Charles said, weird, to hit my TP, but no green strip, only gave me half profit. Oh, that's weird. It might be because MT4 is freezing up, guys. It's probably not catching your orders. It's just closing you out, but not catching them as a full move. Yeah, I know. Maddie said MT4 is tripping today. It was tripping with mine earlier too, that high low I took. It didn't pull me out at profit, so I had to do it manually. It's all good. I still made profit off it. So Charles over here locked in 859 off this account. Nice work, Charles. His other account right here, 5,077. Nice work. Huge profit off the breakout earlier. So nice move right there, Charles. His third account over here locked in 1,087. So good work right there, Charles. His other account right here, 5,272 or 74. Sorry, I don't know why I got that two from, but 5,274. So great profits all around, guys. So nice work right there, Charles. Valentin over here as well, locked in a total of 2,142. Nice work, Valentin. Yeah, let me send you that right now as well. So I think that's it for right now. Rashid over here as well, locking a total of 3,150. Damn, straight wins right there for Rashida. She took the breakout earlier. She basically she quadruple dipped into the breakout earlier. I can see from the timestamp right here, she took it at 6:30. Nice win right there. Double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip. Total profit of 3,150. So nice work, Rashida. David over here, locking a total of 525. Nice work, David. And this is on his demo account, guys. So like, it doesn't matter if you guys are trading a demo account, a real account, a challenge, a funded account. It doesn't really matter, guys. As long as you guys are making progress with your trading, that's all that matters. You know, the thing that I hate the most about like other haters in the group is that people always hate on people for doing demo, guys, but at least they're doing something, right? Usually the people that are hating on other people aren't even doing anything. Like they're making no progress. So I always recommend, you know, just ignore everybody else. If you guys want to trade demo, go ahead and trade demo. You know, this will prepare you for the real thing. So I personally don't really recommend doing demo. Maybe do like a real account or a small challenge, because it'll help you build your trade psychology. But if that's the case where you can't afford that yet, then, you know, you got to do what you got to do, trade demo. Yeah, the trial challenge is nice. I would recommend you do the trial challenge rather than just a normal demo, because it'll help you understand like risk management. Because on a regular demo, you just let trades run forever. On a challenge demo, you actually still have to fit the requirements. Yeah, there's a possible high low right here. I see Randy mentioning it, but it's right on news price, so I wouldn't take it. There's news right now at 7:30. I think it's medium news. So I personally would not. Alexander said, sorry, what's double, triple dip? It's just exactly what it's called. There's no specific meaning behind it. It's just double dipping into a trade, right? So like what I was talking about, Rashid over here, she didn't let them hit TP. She let price run into profit. She pulled out in profit. She let it pull back. She just re-entered again. So she just dips into the trade twice, 3 times, 4 times for the breakout here earlier, remember? So like right here on the breakout, price pushed up, she made profit, it came back down, and she dipped in again, and then it pulled back and she dipped in again, and she pulled back and she dipped in again. So she did like basically 4 different trades within the same move, because the entire move was 500 pips, but she just kind of double dip, triple dip, quadruple dipped into the trade. It's only useful if like for sure the trade's going to go in that direction, right? I see people do it sometimes, but they're doing it randomly, right? You'll just see people enter buys for no reason, and then price turns on them, and then they end up losing. Um, for this trade right here, we actually knew price was going to go to a certain point, right? We knew price was going to be here. So when she entered, or when people do enter, even myself, price will go up, they exit, it comes back down, they re-enter right here, they exit, price comes back down, and then they just take trades within the trade. So that's really how it's done. It's not taking random trades. It's more so just getting into the trade, pulling out, and then re-entering on the pullbacks. Yeah, no, me too, Maddie. Maddie said love when sentiment is one-sided, LOL. Yeah, because it hasn't been like that for the past couple of weeks. So we haven't really had any sentiment, but now we do. So it's a game changer. All right, I'm just marking up news price right now, guys. So we got news price right there. Oops, go back on that real quick. All right, so here we are. With news price, I don't see any other entries here. There's no double bottom there. I mean, no, there's no double body. There's no pending buy signal either. Thanks, Peter. Peter said my FX book shows right now there's Fed Evans and Fed Daily Speech. Let me check that real quick. Over. Okay, yeah. So the Fed is speaking right now, guys. Fed member Evans and Fed member Daily are speaking right now. Their speech is probably going to go on for like the next 30 minutes or so, because they just started right now at 7:30. So it's going to be a bit of a risky time to trade. If you guys have any questions, I can answer questions that you guys have right now. I'll look for trades, but I'm going to be very cautious with whatever I decide to enter, due to the fact that the Fed is speaking, right? The Fed usually has good things to say. However, with the inflation coming up, like, they're increasing the inflation, all the inflation news, this could be a bad thing. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good thing. So that's where it's going to be risky, because our overall bias here is bullish. But if the Fed says something about inflation, they just might spike price down real quick, and then it'll come right back up, right? So you want to be a bit careful with entering any trades right now. I'm probably going to sit out the rest of the market. I'm happy with my profits for the day, but I'll be here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. If you guys want me to cover any strategies, cover anything that you guys need help with, I'm here to help you guys out. So just feel free to put your questions in the chat. Otherwise, I'll keep looking for trades, but if it gets closer to 8, we don't see anything good, then we'll probably just wrap it up, because there's just no reason to be trading when the Fed's speaking like this here. Let me check the news real quick. I'm surprised that this stuff doesn't come up on Forex Factory. It's pretty important stuff. Well, I guess because the G20 meeting's going on, so maybe it falls within that. And this is all day. So the G20 meetings are going on today. So I guess the Fed is probably, it probably falls within that umbrella of meetings going on. Yeah, Maria said, better I leave. Thanks, Sean, for all your knowledge you share with us. Yeah, definitely, Maria. It's probably best. Yeah, if you guys are happy with your profits for today, I would recommend just calling it a day and not risking it, because with the Fed speaking right now, the last thing you want to do is make a bunch of profits with me early morning, and then you keep trading and you lose all your profits, right? That's the worst feeling ever, because you kind of just threw away money at that point. So my recommendation is that if you guys are ever happy with whatever profits you guys have made for the day, I would just call it a day. We're going to be back tomorrow anyways. It's not like the week's over. It's only Wednesday. So we're going to be trading tomorrow morning, same situation. And then Friday as well. So it's still middle of the week. I would recommend to conserve as much capital as possible, because you might need that for a bigger and better trade tomorrow. So I'll be here watching, but we'll hang on for like maybe another 10, 15, 20 minutes. We'll see if anything shows up. I think volatility might die down a little bit, or it might push up. It'll do the opposite. it'll either die down because people aren't wanting to trade during the Fed speech, or it'll pick up because the Fed speech will start to cause volatility in the market. Yeah, no problem, Patricia. Hopefully you log in some good profit today too. It's been a great week so far. It's been a great month so far, actually. Great month, great week. I mean, overall, it's been pretty solid. So hopefully everyone's doing good for this whole month of April. I know March was kind of slow, but April definitely picked up a bit. I know, right, Maddie? No, you're not playing. You serious? Certain said I'm done. FTMO is not updating. Yeah, so another red flag too today, guys, is the fact that MT4 is kind of off, right? Like for me, it didn't close out of my high-low entry earlier, so I had to close it out manually. Usually when you guys, when stuff like that happens in the market, it's usually a red flag that something weird is going to happen, or something weird has been happening. I just saw your message, Eddie. Thankfully, I didn't get one today. Yeah, Barack said he's having issues with MT5 too. So I think just there's just connectivity issues all around, guys. MT4, MT5. I don't think it's the broker. I think it's just the platform. So just FYI. Rick said I need a strong push here. So Rick said that at 740, 732. So Rick, you must have been done already because your strong push did come and that was like 500 pips right there. So you must be swimming in the profits right now with that buy. Rick said he's going to blame Russia. I know, right? So profits should be nice. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else here. Hey guys, so Stanley sent me this. Just another reminder. I mean, it sucks that I have to remind you guys this, but so the scammer messaged him. He said, "Hey, welcome. Hey, bro, welcome back to K2 Premium Groups." I don't talk like that, guys. So just keep in mind that, you know, if you just read the message out loud, you'll see that his English is kind of like, his grammar is kind of off. So like right here, however, I would have put a comma right there because there's a pause. Like his, if you look at his grammar and his English is a bit off. So if you guys get a message like this from a scammer pretending to be me, like just look at his name. His name is LK2 Trade. And my name here says, I will never message you first. He does the complete opposite. He messages you first. So if you guys ever get a message from someone that you think might be me, or it's someone that's asking for money, 100% of the time, it's going to be a scammer, because I'll never ask you guys for money and I'll never message you guys first. Said, we also pinned this message in our premium chat, bro. I don't say bro so many times. If you look at his message here, he says bro, he uses the word bro a little too much. He'll say bro after everything. So just FYI, guys, if anyone messages you and you think it's me, it's probably not me, because I never message anybody first. You guys are free to message me, but I'm not going to message you guys first. You know, let me just give an update in the group too, because I don't want you guys to fall for that. I feel like a lot of people keep falling for that. So let me just post this right here, just to give you guys a heads up. So I don't want you guys to fall for that. Let's see. Charles over here sent in his profits. Nice work, Charles. Locking a total of 5,274 for the day. Nice work, Charles. Solid. Patricia over here as well. Nice work, Patricia. She said profits for today, locked in a total of 2,200. Great work, Patricia. Did pretty good right there. Dipping, trying to reduce it. Before you take like 5 to like 6 trades, you only took 2 trades today, but they all hit TP, both of them. So total profit of 748 for the day. Great work, Randy. So yeah, no, just like what Randy said here, that's the goal, quality over quantity. So this is like what I try to emphasize for you guys, right? Just look for quality trades and then take them. You know, don't take too many trades if they're not quality. If they are, like, you can double dip into them, and great. But if not, you know, just make sure to focus on the good trades only, because that'll keep your consistency up. When you have one loss, your confidence just, you know, it just becomes fully depleted, and you don't end up wanting to take any more trades. So you know, just focus on your wins. That's the main key there. Let me scroll up real quick and see if I missed anything. Yeah, John said, so if you get a message from someone posing as you and his English isn't that of someone with a lot of ratio, would be suspicious. Yeah, no, definitely, John. Just be careful, guys. I want to make sure that none of you guys get scammed. Pilot said, hate, or Des will say, I hope. Yeah, they'll still fall in Discord. LOL. You can't really yeah, because a lot of people keep asking me to like start a Discord, but the thing is, guys, Discord is not going to stop scammers from joining Discord, right? There's scammers in Discord too. There's scammers everywhere. So even if I was to migrate everybody to Discord, which is going to be a ton of work because there's a lot of you guys here, it's not going to make a huge difference. There's still going to be scammers in there. So there's just no point. It's going to be a waste of time, in my opinion. Alexander said, I feel bad about my English, can't be a scammer. Yeah. But you're also not impersonating me. So I think you're good. So for this right thing, yeah, Alexander said, I believe there's a free chat. He's in both. I know for sure he's in both. I mean, you guys saw him before. We already showed you guys what he looked like. It was like somewhere over here. I forgot. It was like a long time ago that we posted. Because anyone can join K2, right? This is why I don't openly advertise K2 anymore. This guy right here, right? This is the guy that's trying to scam you. Don't let this guy scam you. Feel bad if this guy, his name is J Star, right? And I messaged him. I was like, fuck off, clown. And then he said, fuck you, bitch. And I said, you mama. And then he just stopped messaging me. So this is the guy that's trying to scam people. So so that's a message conversation I had with them. I said, fuck off, clown. And he said, F you. And I said, your mama. So he just got pissed and stopped messaging me from there. So yeah, I mean, I try my best to warn you guys, but you know, there's only so much I could do to help you guys with that there. Patrick said, live for Sean Verbal spar sessions with scammers. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Yeah, one thing that Kip said here too, said that, so here's one thing. If you guys have messaged me before, I forgot who sent me that thing from earlier. Sorry, I totally blanked out for a second there. Someone sent me the scam message. I mean, whatever. If like whenever you guys get a message from me, you guys will see our message history. Like, so for example, right here, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was Stanley. Sorry. Okay, now I remember who. Stanley. So see how like you get a message from me right here and it's all blank. This is how you know it's not me, because if I messaged you before, our whole message history will still be there. I don't delete any of my messages, so that's another the thing to look out for. Thanks, Kit, for bringing that up. And I'm still here looking at the charts, guys, but there's nothing here to take at the moment. We're looking for possible buys here. Price is now ranging, but not much going on. Back on the 10-minute over here, nothing here either. Yeah, there's not really much for us to take at the moment. Let me scroll down real quick and see if I missed anything else. It wouldn't matter, Mauricio, because it just wouldn't matter. I mean, scammers will keep scamming. That's all they're good at, right? Can't do anything else. So there's nothing that we can do to really the only thing that we can do, guys, is just that you guys have to just be smart about it, right? Just don't let a scammer scam you. Especially if my name says I will never message you first and they message you first. That's the first thing to be the red flag for you guys there. So Patrick over here locked in some profit, said gold is stay positive by the end of the day. So Patrick over here is kind of playing around with the market. Looks like this was from last night. He was trading Asia session, took a quite of a big loss there. And then again, right here, a decent win, another big loss right here. But then he made it back this morning. So he had these losses last night during Asia session, but all morning he had wins here. So this is from the breakout this morning, I'm assuming. Lock in 2,000, 2,000, close to 2,000, 1,000. Total profit is 520. So exactly what Patrick said. The goal is to stay positive by the end of the day, which is key. Nice work, Maddie. I just saw your markup right there off the supply. Kind of risky, but I'm going to, yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. Let's see. Charles said, how long does it take to get verification credentials? It usually happens like the same day. It could even happen like within an hour or so. It just depends on how busy they are. If they're not busy, they'll give it to you right away. If they are busy, then, you know, obviously it'll take some time. But for the most part, it usually just happens right away. But it can take like up to a couple days. It just depends on how busy they are. Usually not too long though. Charles said, got the trading summary about 2 hours ago. Guess I'll wait. Yeah, no, it'll come. It's just got to be, you just got to wait a couple, because you got to go and review your trades to make sure you didn't cheat or anything like that. Because, you know, unfortunately, there's people that do cheat and get away with it. Let's see. Question from Alexander. Alexander says, Sean, did you cover yesterday in yesterday's session how to put a buy sell with TP stop loss? So unfortunately, I can't do it on my screen because I can't drag my MC4 over to my main screen. I have 3 screens here. So whenever I drag it over, it ends up screwing up my my MC4 because, you know, it's not a native platform on the Mac. So whenever I drag it to different screens, it messes it up. What you can do is you can just search it up like MC4 buy stop, sell stop, and there'll be a bunch of videos here explaining how to do it. You know, how to place a pending order, or that's probably better. How to place a pending order. And you'll find a lot of videos here how to place them on there. There's a couple of ways to do it. I kind of explained it verbally. You can do that by right-clicking on your chart, and then when you right-click, go to trading, and then it'll say buy limit, buy stop, depending on where you click at. And from there, you can set your buy limit or buy stop. But there's a lot of different ways to do it. For me personally, I just open an order, or I do that. I'll right-click, go to trading, and I'll set my buy stop or sell stop, and then from there, I'll edit my TP stop loss from there. So not really too difficult, but it is going to be kind of confusing your first time around. So I'd recommend doing it on a demo, not on your real account, on your first try. Kenny said, I hear about some people using a bot to take trades for them. Is that True or false? Yeah, there's a lot of people who do use bots, but almost all those people blow their accounts. So I wouldn't recommend you use that. There's really no shortcut to trading, guys. I see a lot of people who try to use EAs or bots and stuff like that. It'll work for some period, but the thing is, the bot isn't able to analyze things that we analyze, right? So the bot will analyze the strategy and it'll take trades for you, but the bot isn't analyzing retail sentiment. It's not analyzing fundamentals. It's not analyzing the heat map. There's a lot of things here that are actually more important than the chart that the bot ignores. So yeah, there's bots that you can use, but there's no there's no bot that I would say are actually profitable, at least not for the long term. Barack said bots aren't intelligent, huh? Yeah, unless you're like that bot from, I forgot what movie that was called. there's a unless you're like a Tesla robot. Yeah, exactly. C-Soup said they only work for the person that programmed it. Like for me, for example, I have a bot too for the original strategy, like the original intraday strategy. Basically, I have a bot I created. So like when you get a buy signal and a momentum signal right here, it'll take a buy, right? It'll take a buy like that. And then it'll just, it'll be an automatic trade. But the thing is, the market conditions change. So like for me, I would have to edit that bot and make changes to the code like almost every week, every day, every month. It's just too much work. I'd rather just trade myself. It's easier. So yeah, I mean, there are bots, but you have to know what you're doing when you use a bot. And it should be your own bot. It shouldn't be something that someone else created. Yeah, no problem, Alexander. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to preset it. That's why I prefer to just use the DOM. It's easier and entering market. But yeah, doing it manually, it's just, it is a hassle. All right, Maddie, see you later. All right, guys, it's 7:55 right now. It's about 5 minutes from 8. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. It's fun hanging out with you guys this morning. We did take some trades, made a lot of profit, hung out for a bit at the end. But right now, there's just nothing for us to take at the moment. Damn, I just missed this right here. Actually, there was no entry. There's a double body there, but there's no buy signal that's pending. So even though there's a double body there, I wouldn't have taken the trade. If there was a pending signal, then yes, I would take it. But unfortunately, nothing there for me. So other than that, Swelly's asking about the mid-market reversal. So let's check that out real quick. Let's go to the clean chart. So for the mid-market reversal over here, I don't think it's going to be a big drop, or I don't even think so. There's a couple of different scenarios that can play out here. Right? I just want to kind of pad them out for you here. The thing with the mid-market reversal here is that there is so much. Let me go and draw the. All right, there. So the problem with this here, identifying the mid-market reversal, is the fact that the bias is very strong for a buy right now, right? So for this here, you might see a temporary push to the downside. So you might see this again, like the same thing that we just saw earlier, temporary push right here to like 9 o'clock or so. It might not even drop that far. It just might drop to some extent, right? And then from here, price may correct back to the upside. So this is one way that the mid-market reversal can play out. It might drop a little bit, consolidate a little bit, and then continue pushing up higher. This is what might happen. This is like one scenario. Another scenario is that price can just consolidate like today because it's already super overextended. And then for the mid-market reversal, if it's not for a buy, then I for sure will not take it. I'm not looking to take any sells because the overall bias is still a buy. So the couple different scenarios there. You can look for it to drop from now until mid-market, or you can look for it be if it's going to swing back up. But currently right now it's overextended, so it's going to have to come down a bit before it does go back up. So hopefully that helps, but I would just probably sit out of the mid-market reversal today because it's already overextended at the moment. B said for the double body, doesn't matter that the red candle wasn't the low. No, it doesn't. So for the double body entries, guys, it just needs to be the candle right next to it. It'd be fine too there earlier. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for confirming that, B.